What's up guys, Turbo Vapor, and today I do not have a review. I have, put my phone away real quick. I have, I guess, a somewhat informative video kind of covering a topic that's been really bothering me. Let me check my juice levels real quick. I could use some. And the topic of this video is Ecigs Exploding, because it seems to be something I see more and more with each passing day. I'm vaping New Age Ecigs Mad Scientist, which, by the way, you can win our contest. I have my own bottle for it, though. This is not the contest bottle, just to prove that this is my bottle. And this is a contest bottle. But anyway, back on track. Ecigs Exploding. This is something I'm hearing more and more every single day. And it's really aggravating me because if they haven't done it already, I know they're going to. Congress, they've been trying to ban e-cigs lately. Different parts of the country. I'm not too entirely in tune with that, but I know it's happening. And I know if they're not already using this as a reason, I know they're going to. Because it's in the eyes of the uneducated mind, it's going to seem very, very dangerous. When in reality, my opinions on e-cigs exploding, and I've talked to a couple people who are more experts in the mod area, have the same opinion. It's easily preventable. Before I start this video, however, I want to quickly note that the purpose of this video is to try and keep you guys safe from any potential exploding electronic cigarettes and try and dispel any myths. What I say in this video is not 100% fact, but I feel like it's still useful information. If you have any disagreements, if you have another theory, if you have any facts that you know are true, anything you want to share, anything I'm wrong about, please feel free to comment. This is not designed to be the type of video where I'm right, you're wrong, end of story. The purpose of this is to try and keep you guys safe. And what we found to be the reason for an electronic cigarette exploding and how you can prevent it. With that out of the way, let's get into this. So why in the world would an electronic cigarette explode? Well, let me start off by saying I read a few articles about it. And apparently these electronic cigarettes are, when they explode, they're very, very violent. I actually saw I saw a video, I might link it underneath, and it's a pretty, the explosion compared to the size of the electronic cigarette is pretty large, and it shot a fireball across the bar. But why would an electronic cigarette blow up? Well, let's kind of go down into this, shall we? Let me start off with rebuildables, because rebuildables operate a little bit different than other e-cigs. Why would your rebuildable blow up? How do you avoid getting your rebuildable to go off in your face? It's really simple. I'm running a 0.5 ohm dual coil setup with, I'm not entirely sure the battery brand, but I know I got it from New Age e-cigs. I know he's a reputable supplier. He knows what he's doing, and this battery is rated down to 0.1 ohm. I think it's Sony, but I could very well be wrong. Maybe Panasonic. I'm not entirely sure of the brand. But I do know it's rated down to 0.1 ohm. So since I'm at 0.5 ohms, this is a safe build. Let's take my other battery for example, my red AW battery. I don't have it around me right now. It's in the other room. But my red AW battery is rated down to 0.5 ohms. This is the 0.51 to be exact. So this is safe. It's close, but it's safe. Now let's say I built this down to 0.3 and I use my red AW battery. Will it explode? It might. It's really hard to say because tests like that haven't really been done yet. For all I know, it could fizzle out, the battery will short, and I need a new battery. If I'm lucky. Actually, I think that's one of the common things that happens. So I made that mistake. I had a battery that came with my Vamo. I threw it in here, and I ended up killing it. But that's an option, or it might explode. It's really hard to say. With all of these explosions happening, I wouldn't rule that out. When it comes to the tanks and the regular batteries, what makes them explode? I'd like to start by saying I read an article that I'm calling a lot of BS on that used, it said that it was an Ego type battery with a Kangaroo MT3 type atomizer on it, and they said it exploded. But I'm calling BS in the article for a few reasons. First off, they showed a picture of the battery itself, and the atomizer, and it was totally fine. Now, it is possible that they got a new one for the sake of the article, but I really don't think that's the case. I'm also going to BS on it because they said e-juice is comprised of alcohol and propylene glycol. There should be no alcohol in your e-juice. E-juice should contain propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, flavoring, and if you like it, nicotine. Let me see if I actually go back and see the article real quick. But the primary cause, the primary cause for an e-cig like that blowing up, in my opinion, you got a defective e-cig, or more likely, you got a knockoff e-cig. You got an e-cig that was not done by Ego or any reputable brand such as Kanger. I don't think Kanger makes batteries, but you didn't get a reputable e-cig. The wiring in it might be messed up. The people may not know what they're doing. This is a cheap Chinese knockoff. And that will, a lot of things can happen then. Your battery might be good for one charge. Your battery might explode. Your battery might start leaking. There's a lot of different things that can happen. But if you get a known Ego battery and you know it's Ego, you should be just fine. There shouldn't be any issues with it exploding. I was trying to say something else. I forgot it, but oh yeah, that's right. I've also noticed a small correlation in the stories I've read where Ecigs Exploding tend to have something to do with being around oxygen. I saw it in a story or two. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I would imagine it will be, because you still have a heat source coming out, despite the fact it's a very small heat source. I mean, it's really not a large heat source, but you still have some kind of source of heat. So it might be true, it might not. It's really hard to say. But if you get a genuine Ego battery and you use a genuine atomizer, such as a Kanger MP3, and you get your replacement heads and they're reputable replacement heads and not cheap fake knockoffs, you should be fine. So let's wrap up this long video, shall we, on how to keep your e-cig from blowing up in your face and why it happens. If you're using a rebuildable, know about your batteries, know about your builds, know about your atomizer, know everything you can know about it. Do your research. Know how low you take your battery, and then when you build, make sure your build is at least, I recommend personally 0.1 ohm above. If your battery can go down to 0.5, I do 0.6. I intended to do 0.6 with this build, but it just didn't come out that way. As you can tell, I'm still here, and I'm still vaping. Just do your research, and if you're not entirely sure about rebuildables, don't do it. If you're not 100% sure that you know what you're doing, stay down with your egos and whatnot. There's nothing wrong with that. Just stay safe is the biggest thing. For your egos and your tank systems and all the other kinds of batteries, your iTaste, make sure you're getting a reputable brand. Make sure you're getting the genuine product. Make sure your atomizers are genuine. Make sure that everything is basically real and you have the least chance of it blowing up. I've also tend to notice a correlation with cheap gas station electronic cigarettes blowing up too, at least from what it seems like. Where the really cheap ones get at gas stations, kind of like the blue e-cigs. I don't want to say brands exactly, but those kind of e-cigs are ones that blow up. I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but it seems to be a correlation there. So yeah, know about your builds, know about your batteries, buy real products, and with that knowledge, you should be safe. I have a number of friends who have been vaping for a number of years with different kinds of batteries that have all been real, and we've all been fine. I've been vaping for nearly a year now, and me and one other person, one other good friend used rebuildable, and we're just fine. All the shop vendors in the area use rebuildables, and they're fine. I don't think e-cig batteries blowing up is really as big of a deal as they're making it seem. I think it's all user error. They're buying fake products, and if they're rebuilding, they're not knowing about their builds. It doesn't seem like that rebuilding aspect would really play a role in this, but I'm just using that in case it does. But know about your builds, know about your batteries, know about everything you can know about. Educate yourself, and that's how you'll stay alive. That's the best I got, and if you have anything to add to this, please comment. The intention for this is to try and keep people alive and try to keep electronic cigarettes legal. Otherwise, the Terrible Vapor, Thanks for watching. Please check out my Facebook. Check out the contest I have going on. I'm giving away some juice. I'm actually giving away a lot of juice. There'll be a total of 9 different winners. Go check that out. All the details are on my page. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe. And as always, peace, love, and smoke rings.